Okay, I would like to show you a last game from this book. I hope you will get it and enjoy the games and the stories, because obviously it's also a chess biography. Um, the game is against Tartakover, and I want to read the introduction because I think it's interesting. So in the book there is also game 96, that is Tartakover Colle, and in Sanremo 1930, and it's a beautiful game too. But I'm going to give you game 97. After all, hey guys, you need to buy the book if you want to watch all the games. Why do I show you game 97? Because of this introduction. Uh, Here it says, his second and last win over the Polish-French grandmaster, played nearly 2 years later, is quite different. Colle had a vigorous attack going by move 19, but uncharacteristically he frittered it away with inferior play at moves 28, 29 and 32, producing an ending of 2 rooks and knight versus rook, bishop and knight. Tartakover, like Colle in the previous game, had a strong knight posted first at d3, then at 3. At moves 40 and 44, though, the man whom Nimzowitsch called without question the fourth best endgame artist of all living masters, made mistakes that Colle capitalized on to the end the game quickly. Let's see, okay? So, Colle is white, and this was played in Rotterdam 1931. So imagine how these masters were traveling back and forth to play tournaments like today. d4, a6, knight f3, knight f6, sorry, e3, b6, so this is a Queen's Indian defense, bishop d3, bishop b7, knight b d2. Okay, this is Colle, Colle with his Colle, c5, castle, knight c6, c3, queen c7, d takes c5, b takes c5, e4, d5, rook e1, bishop e7, queen e2, castle, e5, knight d7, knight f1, rook e8, and bishop f4, bishop d8. This and black's next move prepare an advance of the f-pawn, an ill-conceived plan that backfires. Okay, unfortunately, sometimes you make plans that are not correct. Bishop g3, queen a5, rook a d1. That's interesting. So it seems that to take on a2 wasn't a good idea. The author of the book has analyzed this line, okay? So eventually buy the book and read the line, sorry. f5, he played f5, but this is bad, okay? This is not the right move. It seems that queen takes a2 was even better than that. Okay, but who knows why. He takes f6, let's see what happens. Bishop takes f6, bishop d6, wow, and now rook f7, queen c2, boom. Okay, so white has a strong attack. How does it damage it? What should they have played? That's the part I don't understand. So knight f8, protecting, bishop takes f8, king takes f8, bishop takes h7, and queen takes a2. Mistake. it was better to play queen knight e7 or rook d8. D8, sorry, that was a mistake. Okay, let's see. Knight e3, queen e5, and bishop g6. Queen c7, bishop takes f7, queen takes f7, knight g4, ding ding. Oh, okay, sorry, I made a mistake. Sorry, knight g4. I was watching the thing to understand where it went wrong, because it seems to me that I don't know, white is doing fine. It's really fine. e5, queen h7, e4, knight takes f6, g takes f6. Okay, so in reality it was move 28 that white didn't go for the win. So if you want, pause the video, try to guess why should have played. The correct move was queen h6, good move, and here the author gives a good analysis that it seems at a certain point it gives a +6 advantage against a 2 plus 2.4, so the difference is huge, but unfortunately Colle played queen takes f7, so that's the difference. Let's see, and the continuation was like 3-4 moves long, so who knows, maybe it was short of time. King takes f7, knight d2, knight e5, knight b3, and knight d3. Rook e2, obviously you need to protect that. Rook g8, g3. So it seems that better was rook a1, because this creates a hole here that black can exploit, okay? So that's the reason. Rook b8, knight c1, knight e5, he's going to exploit it, b3, knight f3, king g2, d4. And of course now he has a problem, right, white, because these pass pawns give black some counterplay. It's obvious. C takes d4, c takes d4, rook a2, a6, rook c2, bishop d5, and h4. After this move, the engines, Komodo and Stockfish say that white advantage is gone. Okay. Luckily, Colle didn't know that Stockfish and Komodo disagree. King g6, rook c5, and bishop takes b3, which is a dubious move, not really good. Let's see why. Knight takes b3, rook takes b3, and rook a5, and d3, boom. But now there is the revenge. h5, check. King h6, rook takes a6, and here there is the decisive mistake by black, that is king takes h5. Rook takes f6, d2. Very interesting. Rook f4, knight e1, check, king f1, e3, f takes e3, rook takes e3, and rook takes d2. And now black doesn't have anymore any pawn, so that's kind of hard. Knight d3, rook d4, knight e5, rook e2, rook f3, king g2, rook f5, rook d5, king g4, very beautiful. Now I hope you can see that he has created a stalemate to avoid, but it's not working obviously, because he played rook e4. And now the engines announce mating 12. Okay. However, I think the point here that the author didn't make was what happened after this, and this. Okay, so this it could have probably put a little note because we don't know how much good is the reader. But after this is stalemate because the king cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot go here, and all this thing is controlled by this. So that's why that move was played. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the last game that I wanted to make a video on. There are more games obviously in the book. Honestly, it's a nice book to have. I like the format. It's a nice chess biography that will surely add something to your chess. So I hope you will enjoy it.